outside of that, dude, my goal was that you could take this video right here and go on your way and be good to go. Yo, what's up, big homie? Check it out. I want to tap in and let y'all know about the 10 exercises that you can do for the rest of your life and you'd be okay if you did nothing else. I put together a short on this, but I want to actually go more in depth because I like science, man, and I like to let y'all know why I'm picking to do certain things. So go ahead and bear with me. We're going to dive right in. And also, if y'all have been wondering about this, I just want to let you know I got 3 children, and one of them, he's about to be one soon, but homie has been going ham on these blinds upstairs and downstairs. So I be sliding stuff in there until I actually fix it, to keep people from sneaking peeks in at this beautiful body. Um, all right, anyway, let's dive in, man. Exercise number 1 is something that is knee dominant, like a squat or a lunge, okay? We pick a knee dominant movement because how else you going to target your quadriceps, right? After that, exercise number 2, we go with a hip hinge. So that could be a deadlift, it could be a good morning. If you feel like, hey, man, I got some lower back issues, okay, well, maybe we go through with a hip thrust or a torso elevated glute bridge. And I'm trying to throw the videos in on all of these as I've mentioned them, right? So we had knee dominant, we had hip dominant. Boom, let's go into vertical push. This is where we go through with something like a push press, shoulder press, could be with a barbell, a dumbbell, kettlebell. It's above the head, so vertical push. And let's say, dang, dude, I got some type of shoulder injury. Maybe instead of going overhead, we go out to the side. Lateral raise is an option. Front raise is an option. Upright row is another option to target the shoulders. All right. After that, we go with our horizontal pull. This is where we got, it could be anything from push up, dumbbell chest press, chest fly, barbell chest press, cable machine, incline, decline, flat. All of these, if I would to tell you to pick the best one to pick is with the bench either flat or at a slight incline. If you're gonna press, you know what I mean? And then if you just go on body weight, then you got push-ups, okay? After that, we got our vertical pull. This is where we have the option of doing pull-ups, lat pull downs, lat pullovers, or things of that nature. Now, this is when if we're doing a lat pullover, we've switched the angle, so maybe it's not necessarily vertical, but it's going to hit the same muscles that you would hit in a vertical pull. So we got our vertical pull, and then we got our horizontal pull, and horizontal pull is freaking very, very valuable because horizontal pulls, things like rows, even reverse flies, if you want to throw those in there, wide grip rows, anything where you are pulling, face pull, it helps with increasing your shoulder mobility, having healthy shoulders, having better posture, having a better looking back. And all for all the bros that, we train chest, if you have good posture from doing horizontal pulls, where you're going to have a good looking chest, it's just going to complement it. You know what I mean? All right. From there, let's go into some accessory movements because that's pretty much what these last few are. First accessory movement is going to be a hamstring curl, and that could be with a dumbbell. That can be on the floor sliding. I got hardwood floors in most of this home, and I'll throw on my socks and I'll slide like that. You know what I mean? And this way, with the hip hinge, you get a lot of the glute and upper hamstring, but with the hamstring curl, you get a lot of the lower hamstring movement. So you want to be stretching them and flexing them and hitting them with the hip dominant and the knee dominant stuff. You know what I mean? So hamstrings. After that, I would go with a bicep curl or a hammer curl. Just know that the more bicep, if you want to get more bicep, you want to have more of a supinated grip. So when we go into the hammer curl, that's a great option if that's all you got or it feels better, but you're going to have way more help from your forearm as opposed to just relying on the bicep. So you could do both. Also, we want to throw in tricep. Now, I'm going to say my overall go-to for tricep training is going to be either overhead tricep extension or a skull crusher because you get usually these two parts of the tricep, this part and this little middle part, when you do your push-up or your chest press or even your overhead push, you get a lot of that with that, right? But one thing that the muscle that gets slept on in the tricep is that long head right here. So this is where we go overhead or we switch up the angle. You could even do a tricep kickback with a squeeze and a rotation. I don't know if I put a video in on this one or not, but maybe I'll upload one. But that's what you throw in. And then of course we finish off with calf raises. And with the calf raises, I keep the reps high on those, man. I do maybe 4 sets of 20 to 25. You know what I mean? Because that's an explosive muscle. The calves, much like the posterior deltoid, respond really well to high repetitions. So that's why I like to go with higher reps for those. For my compound movements, pretty much the knee dominant, the hip hinge, the horizontal and vertical pushes and pulls, those ones I tend to go more so strength reps. So maybe I'm doing 4 reps, maybe 6 reps, or I'd say 6 to 8 is my favorite spot to be with most of my lifts right now, except for the accessory movements. For the accessory movements, everything from the bicep curl, the tricep, the calf raise, things of that nature, we like to bring those reps up a lot higher. For biceps and triceps, I'm usually doing 8 to 12. For the hamstring curl, I'm usually doing 12 to 15. And then for the calf raises, again, like I said, I'm keeping those reps above 20, again, like 20 to 25, that type of thing. So, I mean, this is where programming comes in, dude, because I could talk all day and ramble about this, and everything I'm saying is true. You can go fact check me, of course, but everything I'm saying is true and has been applied over the years. But this is where programming comes in, and this is where we sit down and we talk about what is it that you want, dude, and let's go ahead and map that out. It don't take that much other than the plan and then the effort. But if you got those two pieces of the equation, then we can get the results. We can get the answer. So, that ball's in your court on that one, and just like all of us, you know what I mean? That type of thing. But outside of that, dude, my goal was that you could take this video right here and go on your way and be good to go. So hopefully you were able to do that. If you weren't, let me know so we can talk and let's find a solution for you. All right. Peace.